Welcome to his costume, which is his very old color code. Notice how it looks similar to mine? Yeah, well, you know, my quote-unquote mine, which is what they compared it to when I showed my color code in the group in the first place. You look like Mario Star. Oh dear. You never even showed it in your videos anyway. He never even showed it in his videos anyway, so who cares? This is the degree of how Starman3 will even keep these codes. He only deletes ones that, if irrelevant, he'll do it. But you know, he'll keep things that even if what am I saying? He'll keep old color codes for a very long period of time. If a new one comes along, he'll just delete one that he doesn't need. But when he doesn't need a color code and, you know, there's no new ones to replace any old ones, he's not going to replace them because, well, he's just lazy. And considering how he named all his color codes, it'd be really difficult to find what color codes to delete in that case. Because he named all of his color codes absolutely random crud. He's pink because that was his old color code. How would Mario 54 know that? Starman3 should say that. Also, yeah, they're gonna mock the color pink for quite a bit. It's fine if they don't like the color pink, but they had to actually clarify in the group that, you know what, I don't hate you, even though your name is that. It's kind of like how he clarifies this person's not evil, or this person's a newcomer constantly. They even had to do that in the group, even though I'm pretty aware of what they meant. Oh, screw it. If it's his costume, then who cares? Who cares? Oh, what? He's not even gonna take his turn. That's stupid. Starman3, I don't care about you for this video and I'm gonna mock you on my own video. And everyone's gonna laugh at you just because you wear the color pink. Fun fact, pink was originally related to boys as a boy's color and blue was for girls. And that's relevant how? There's a maneuver in Super Mario 64 you can use to mitigate damage when you fall, and it's called the ground pound. Or the kick, too. It's ground pound. J-Bro still lives. You saw that, right? He moon jumped in the middle of the jump. That's a code, you know. You press L and it overrides any currently moving animation. You know? You're going to crash. Wasn't that what he was afraid of in the first place? Don't say anything! Ground pound! Oh, look at what you were saying 2 seconds ago. I was scared of heights. You managed to make it down. Don't even say things like that. J-Bro is the next person to be mocked in this video. Shouldn't you have made it here the first time? By the way, what happened to the hide and scare game? Mario Star didn't take his turn, now we suddenly cut to J-Bro. What's happening? Apparently this is Trollbrew's place, even though we were already clarified earlier in the video that Trollbrew are apparently a species. Where, is this part of the hide and scare game, or is this not? Did that suddenly end? Pascal Mario is not relevant anymore. Seriously, if you cut away for like 2 seconds, suddenly the whole thing's gone. Notice how it starts falling apart. This is just part of the game, SMG4. Do you want to take your turn or not? Why are you here? Oh, I'm watching, he said. Actually, he didn't say. SMG4 wouldn't even use it in his own videos because SMG4 is not concerned with continuity in his own videos anyway. Why would SMG4 care? Oh, apparently he just punched the wall. That doesn't matter. So, does the room have nothing in it, or...? Oh, is that it? He was locked in the door? Revenge for what? In this series, SMG4 has done nothing to you. This is referencing an SMG4 video, obviously, but that doesn't make any sense to this series because SMG4 hasn't actually done anything to Mario that we've actually seen in this series. We should be concerned with this series where SMG4, if SMG4 has done something. SMG4 hasn't done anything. Except maybe speak a few lines, laugh at one person, and maybe take part in maybe a few videos, just because SMG3 needs to rev up his quota of putting SMG4 in videos. Yep, hide and scare is not relevant anymore, guys. Even though it's not really hide and scare, it's, you know, pick a door and your destiny's behind the door. This video's turned into a compilation of the random stuff relevant to this video. And whatever the plot demands. See, if he's a ghost, shouldn't he have been able to teleport there or something? Why does he need to jump? See, he's not actually dead. We just have to keep referencing that fact, but he's not actually dead. Yeah, Senzo was apparently kidnapped off screen during those cuts. Yes, remember when I said that Enzo and Trollboo were supposed to have a rivalry? Yeah, this was the thing that I supposedly tried to base this off of. But, you know, this kind of went into ruin because we never saw Trollboo do anything, and we're just supposed to assume that he did this off screen during the other cuts. And that must have been a very short period of time because Enzo was in the scene when Jabra jumped off the roof. In 2 seconds. Yeah, apparently hearing Trollolol for a long period of time will hurt you. Without any, with just hearing the song, not actually hearing any after effects, well, you know, subliminal effects with it. We're having fun making random ass shots in this video? It was fun to play it for the 2 seconds that it well, you know, for the 4 minutes that it happened, but now it's not relevant anymore because we're cutting to these scenes. Shouldn't you have just said, and I'm enjoying the game that Pascal Mario made up? You don't need to add the game because then that just sounds stupid. But of course, this is Starman3, he doesn't know what grammar is. Nothing really. Yeah, it suddenly turned into a pranking game. Nobody understands what that's supposed to mean. Yeah, I'm pretty sure MM5321 shouldn't be concerned after the events of the fourth dimension, which are supposedly linked with this. I'm pretty sure Mario Star would have been absolutely petrified after being frozen in his mind after being possessed by dementia. So I'm pretty sure nothing would really scare him, even if it's this whole, you know, Mario 5321's a god and shouldn't be, you know, affected by anything. Unless when I affect it when, you know, Starman3 being kicked into the wall and all that. And that was MM761's contribution, remember that. Costume! Obvious costume! Obvious costume! Why would he be scared of Oiram? He defeated him! Pretty sure he can hear you and he shouldn't be afraid of you. They mention they can hear each other. The text is just a representation of what they're saying. They can actually hear each other in universe. So it's not like the text is what they're actually seeing. They're supposed to be talking to each other. Because remember when in The Secret of the Multidimensional Road, when Mario mentioned, your voice sounds familiar. But of course, continuity is not a thing, so Mario is probably going to act scared, like, oh god, he's actually back, but he's not really. And he shouldn't really be afraid of it in the first place, because Oiram, he defeated him. When he uses the same recording to note that he's not scared too. It's just like Roblox Goes Crazy 25! Mario shouldn't be scared because 1, he should know it's Starman3 by the voice. 2, Oiram was someone he defeated. He should be able to defeat him on the spot if that's the case. Punch, 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 pound, 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 pound. Remember that? Yes, pretty sure we're aware of that by the script lines saying that, you know. It's called Starman3: not dead in another dimension. God, the video's gonna start to look 3D in a moment. It's bad when the black outlines, when they start making you think the video's 3D. Emulator lag. What is this, a children's show where they don't understand until the events actually happen? Mario should be able to hear you right now. If you're done talking, end the recording. Well, really, you know, since you ran. It's that thing where you could add another line. You're scripting on the spot. Could have added, say, let's a go or something. Or, you know, let's go tell him. What? And remember, forget about it. Yeah, that's not, you know. He was doing it as a joke. And you shouldn't have even been scared in the first place. He wouldn't have cared about the war. He's not going to suddenly go on about it. Exactly, so why did you say that, MM? Actually, wait, why am I saying that? It should be Starman3. Starman3's interpretation of Mario 54321. It's a joke! Look what implications happen. Wow. Masking! Come on. There's a thing in Sony Vegas called layers. Place it over the characters. Friendly fire? That didn't happen. That didn't happen, Starman3, because friendly fire in games don't exist in your world. I'm gonna kill you now! The game was already over several minutes ago before we started cutting to random intervals. Nah, we only got Mario and Luigi to play, but then, you know, we forgot people. And that person exists, but you know. No one else got to play, but, well, you know, he's gonna play now. In reality, only Mario and Luigi, and maybe SMG4, if you even count that, actually did this properly. Game's over, but MM's gonna actually pick a door proper. And only MM, no one else.
Oh yeah, macaron.
So yes, apparently there's two doors that if you walk behind them, there's Batman.
Yeah, macaron, no, chacaron, chacaron, chacaron.
What? But the creepy, but it's just an old joke from YouTube that obviously has had its course run. Why are you scared of it? Any implication from it would just be from your mind. And shouldn't the music have stopped when he walked out the door? It's not exactly following him. Yes, we showed 4 people going into doors, and we forgot that actually nobody went into a door, and we cut to random intervals. Yes, greatest game. 4 people went in doors. 2 of which didn't actually participate in the actual game, and everyone else didn't take part in it at all. We'll call it a night with 4 people. You probably wouldn't be able to tell the difference between these two if you didn't realize that these were 2 completely different people. Seriously, look at how similar their color codes are. To be fair though, both of them did create their color codes, so... Mario 6x5's color code is actually a fragmented color code. Because I think it was something to do with the hat and cap, I mean. The hat and shirt, sorry. The hat and shirt was fragmented. I'm not sure why. Seriously, you could have created it a proper way that wouldn't have left it so unbelievably fragmented. At hosting the minigame, yet he didn't actually do a good job at all because Mario self-proclaimed himself to go in the door the first time, and then Pascal Mario only actually told Luigi to go in the door. SMG4 was pranked, and Mario 6x5 went in on his own accord. What's with this meanwhile? They said they were going home. This happens later. Welcome to the meanwhile later scenarios. Seriously, they said they were going home. This happens after the previous scene, not whilst the previous scene is happening. Assume it takes place at like 10-ish PM. so they wanted to sleep with each other. These were the people I cared about this video, who maybe appeared once, some of them. See y'all, have a good day, peace, and I'll see you in Mario 55221's 20th birthday video. He'd do this, of course he would. See you then.